Luis, just after Logan's injury scare last night, how important was it for you to come out and do what you did today, and for the offense to do what it did, just to kind of get the vibes turned in the right way?
Luis, luego de la lesión de Logan ayer y lo que pasó, ¿qué tan importante fue para ti no venir, lanzar bien y que la ofensiva también ponga unas carreras, y no solo para como traer otra vez las vibras, no para arriba?
Bueno, estaba un poquito asustado porque no sabía los resultados de Logan, pero me dijo que estaba poco bien. Y bueno, solamente venir a competir, confiando en todos mis muchachos, los que estaban ahí detrás de mí, acompañándome. Tremenda actuación que tuvimos hoy.
Yeah, it was a bit scary. I mean, not knowing what Logan results were, but he says, he's feeling fine. Just going out there, battling, and having faith in all the guys, all my guys, that are behind me, and just trying to, win this ball game. And today, I think we all played excellently.
How much more motivated was he to go out there and do that today, especially given the news with Logan and the way last night's game ended?
¿Qué tanta motivación te dio, sabiendo ya la noticia de Logan y sabiendo cómo el juego de ayer terminó, venir y a poner una buena actuación?
Bueno, bastante bien, la tremenda actuación, los muchachos allá con el guante, tremendo, pero todavía no me siento un poco normal todavía por lo que le ha pasado a Logan, que va a perder algunas salidas. Espero que se mejore lo más pronto posible, y solamente es venir a batallar y dar lo mejor de nosotros todo el tiempo.
Yeah, good result out there, good by me, good by the guys, everybody involved in that game. Me personally, I still don't feel 100% right, just knowing, what Logan's going through and missing a few starts, but, all you can do is come out here and battle and, trying to get those results like we did today.
And for you, just how important was it to go these full 6 innings today with how your last couple starts have gone and holding them to only 1 hit?
¿Qué tan importante fue para ti llegar a la sexta entrada sabiendo cómo fueron los últimos comienzos y tener solo una imparable hoy?
Bueno, para mí es que ya la cosa está marchando mucho mejor, que ya estamos teniendo mejores resultados, mejores juegos, y espero que continuemos así haciendo buen trabajo.
Yeah, for me it's a sign, things are going in the right direction. We're going there, we're going slowly. We had a great start, obviously the 1 hit, so, it's a good sign, hopefully more big games like this for me.
This was your
when
first.
he says he doesn't feel right, is he talking about like the production or how his body's feeling?
I think you meant like feeling, like Logan was, just what he's going through.
Gotcha.
This was your first start throwing to Cal Raleigh in a while. You've thrown all your others to Garver. Obviously, they're both great catchers, but they have different styles. Was it difficult at all to make that switch back?
Este es el primer juego que tú tienes allá de catcher como Cal, obviamente el primer año. Pero ¿qué significa o qué son las diferencias entre ellos dos? ¿Tienen diferente estilo de cómo manejar el juego? ¿Qué tú sientes cuando teniéndole otra vez?
No, para mí no son diferentes. Para mí no son diferentes porque nosotros, desde que empieza el partido, ya tenemos el plan que vamos a llevar en el juego durante estemos participando. Y para mí no ha sido nada diferente, sino que solamente la confianza. Yo tengo mucha confianza entre los dos, y solamente trabajar duro y tirar el picheo que ellos siempre me llaman.
Yeah, I don't think there's much difference. I mean, even before when the game starts, we have a meeting, we have a game plan, and to me, we both all go out there and execute the game plan. And for me, it's the confidence that having in both of them, have the same confidence in either of them, that whatever pitch they're gonna call, just go out there and execute. And I know, we're gonna get results when we're both out there.
Thanks, Luis. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good night.
I'm gonna bring Julio in a minute.
Obviously, a lot of offense tonight. Kind of an explosion offensively. Some really good at bats. Obviously getting, back-to-back homers to start the game kind of started the whole thing off. Polo continues to swing the bat so well, continuing to find barrels. A lot of good defensive plays. Obviously the one that JP made, outstanding. Julio running it down in the outfield quite a bit tonight. And Rock giving us 6 full, turning it over to the bullpen. Just a great night all around, but offensively did a lot of really good things. Guys, taking advantage of some good at-bats, and a couple more homers later. Just a great game. A chance now to win the series when we come back here tomorrow.
Just the first pitch, Julio does what he does off the left field foul pole. Could you just kind of sense the relief maybe in the dugout?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously great to start out that way, and then Polo to kind of back that up right away. Gets a good vibe going, clearly. But these guys kept pouring it on, and offensively, we talk about adding on runs, and they continued to put up some good at-bats, getting some, traffic out there, and then being able to drive them in as well.
And how important is it to be getting the contributions of guys like Ben and Mastrovoni, just given the state of the roster and everything you guys have been through over the past month in terms of injuries and whatnot?
Yeah, I mean, I think, we've talked about it quite a bit, but just it feels like we're getting contributions up and down the lineup. And tonight was another, display of that. Obviously the guys at the top, hitting some big ones, some long ones, but also getting guys, we talked about the bottom of the order on the road trip quite a bit, setting the table. Getting on base, and tonight again similarly, but driving them in too, all that's so important in terms of confidence and building a deep lineup, and these guys are taking the opportunities and making the most of them for sure.
Given everything you've been through over the past 24 hours with Logan's situation, I mean, even going back to being swept in San Francisco, what have you seen in just about the group as a whole over the past 3 weeks?
Yeah, I mean, resiliency, that's the word that keeps coming up. These guys, we talk about it a lot. They continue to come back. They continue to fight. We lost a couple of the heartbreakers in San Francisco, but, these guys just continue to pick up and do the things that they do. I think offensively, we're really starting to see a lot of the fruits of that, when you can score runs consistently, when you can get runners on base consistently, that's when good things happen, and you start to put together some W's and consistently. And tonight was no exception.
And with the way his last few starts have gone, just how important was this for Luis to go the full 6 for you guys tonight and put up only a 1-hitter?
Yeah, threw the ball well, and this is we talked about it yesterday a little bit, but they're an aggressive team, able to use some of that aggression, get some ground balls, and being able to do that, I think, was big for us tonight. And when you get 6 runs in the first inning, I think really important to come shut them down right away, which we were able to do a couple of, every time we scored, we were able to shut them down and keep the momentum in our dugout. So, a lot of credit goes to Louis tonight for, really kind of shutting the door after we scored and sort of putting that exclamation point on it.
With all those ground balls and the ground balls put in play too, like whatever you can say about the defense tonight, right?
Yeah, I mean, defensively, when you get good pitching outings, there's always defense behind it, and just some solid defense all around. Some highlights as well on defense, but these guys came to play tonight. Outstanding crowd tonight. I thought the fans were a big part of what we were doing tonight. When you get that kind of a ovation early on when you're scoring runs and everybody's pumped up, that does a lot to lift you up as well, and just a kind of a big night all around for everybody.
Is that first inning maybe the most complete offensive first inning? You've seen, obviously, the long ball. You had extra base hits. They're going to the left. They're going to the right. You have a little small ball. You have a 10-pitch walk from Cal. Is that just the most complete offensive inning? Yeah, it kind of encapsulates a lot of what offensively, they have done all season and what we like to do. And you're right. Cal put up a great at-bat after those, back-to-back homers and, really takes the wind out of the pitcher's sail there and then able to get some more runners on and get them in. Rails drops down a great bunt. Just a lot of great stuff going on in that inning, and it's what we're going to continue to do and help us be consistent.
JP's play, I mean, beyond the athleticism, just how much instincts does that take, especially from Miles' perspective?
Yeah, just a great heads-up play on both of their parts. To be able to glove that, know you're not in a position to really be able to get up and make that throw, and then it was an immediate flip. And Stroh read it immediately, knew he had to get a lot on the throw, and did. Just really headsy playing right there in the field, and that was a really fun one to watch.
Any update on Rowdy? Obviously, it looked a little pretty painful for him.
Yeah, we'll wait to find out now. But hoping he's okay, and just wanted to get him out and get some treatment started on that.
And tomorrow, fourth straight rubber match for you guys. Ideally, you'd like to win both, but how does winning that game 2 kind of help you guys carry that momentum into the rubber match where you guys have been so successful this season?
Tomorrow's game's a blank slate, and we approach it as such, and we're going to come out here and continue to do the things that help make us be successful, and the guys will be ready to go tomorrow.
To having some urging from Randy, I mean, we saw the urging from Randy to challenge it, but just what was that back and forth?
It was. We took too much time, so it didn't pan out. But a crazy couple last innings there with the position player pitching. It's always a treat when that kind of happens.
Thanks.
Yep.
Thanks, Tim.